If I could put Biden's fingerprints on Putin's lady's vibrator, what? That'd be fucking crazy. He'll be like, what the hell is this?
You want actual war. Welcome back to another dark and dirty episode of Careful Boys. All right, featuring our boy Arvid over here.
Telling us the deep, dark secrets of the world.
Now, this question was actually, or this prompt was submitted by one of our dear patrons, Kazu, I believe is how it.
Oh, Kazu.
Thank you, Kazu.
If you could commit a crime with no consequences or traces of evidence, what would you do? Take it away, Arvid. You were just talking about murdering people, right?
No, that's not my thing.
Wasn't that the transition? No?
If I could commit a crime,
Insider trading.
Don't give him any ideas. We want to hear the dark stuff. Right.
Yeah, if I could commit a crime, it would probably be. It'd probably be something where it like all these. I'm pretty annoyed by specific billionaires like Warren Buffett and those guys. Like, if there's a way to steal all their money and have it burn, even like I don't even care what happens to it.
Why specifically?
I really hate
You're
these
like
guys.
the Joker, dude.
No, I really hate these guys. Like, I know them personally.
How come you hate Warren Buffett so much? What did he do?
What did he do to you? Yeah.
Because he eat McDonald's, dude. But you say you know him personally?
I know, like,
Is he
I know
Mr.
one of his
Steal Your
business
Girl?
partners, and like, I know enough people that deal with these people on a regular basis. A lot of the billionaires I do know personally. Warren Buffett, I know like some of his business partners, but yeah, they're like, it's just intolerable to me that basically what these like these fake Christian white guys run around acting like they're like this Jesus like Santa Claus figure, and then the rest of the world is sketchy. Like everyone kind of feels, this is kind of the sad thing, everyone in Asia, Africa, Middle East, like everyone thinks like they're not legit and they have to be kind of sketchy if they're making
Oh, right, because everyone looks at him as like corrupt scam artists.
Yeah. But then they look at like, oh, look at these amazing. Look at this white man. He's so good. He's just trying to help companies, and he thinks about. He's just saying, and he reads books. This is a crazy shit. Like he just says like, oh man, I just read so many books. Like I'm reading 6 hours a day. Yeah, that's all he says. He's just saying a bunch of nonsense. He's from the mafia days of New York. Like he's like,
Yeah, you gotta be. That's what I was always wondering. Like those old school guys, you gotta be so fucking hard to like survive. And he's like this sweet little teddy bear, and I'm like, how does that even work? How?
I can't tolerate it because essentially for everybody else that's not this fake white Christian type dude who's acting like this jolly guy, it makes you feel like less legit. Like, oh, do I have to be
Like you're not in the club.
Yeah. Like and like especially in other countries, like when I talk to people, particularly in like the Middle East, China, Bangladesh, like they have pretty low self-esteem, even the rich guys there, because they think that they're not legit. But then there's this magical legit.
They're like, how does he do it? I have to bang hookers to make this kind of money. He doesn't even bang any hookers.
But like, I actually think that that's like the saddest thing. So these specific types of guys, I'd be very happy, if the worst, happens to them.
Isn't there though? If you were to technically, let's just say hypothetically, steal somebody like Warren Buffett's money, wouldn't you be fucking up everyone that invests in him?
I don't mind if people feel the reality of the pain of reality, like this guy was actually just a scammer this whole time. Yeah, like that's like a dose of reality everyone should probably experience.
Isn't it like, well, other people are getting the wrath of what they did, so the people that are benefiting from it shouldn't, like, why are we being sympathetic toward them?
I'll be more clear. Like, Warren Buffett is the reason that the '08 crash happened. Absolutely, there's no question about it. Okay, from Moody's and everything.
Like the real estate?
No, the Moody's, the credit, the whole thing depended on
Like the subprime mortgage?
Yeah, that whole credit. Yeah, like the rating agencies essentially is the only reason that everything pretty much happened. But he was the main guy, who owned Moody's, and then behind the scenes, like he's also the main guy behind like. Obviously Coca-Cola, but like he's obsessed with getting people addicted to shitty foods. He's obsessed with scamming everybody that he can in terms of like real Wall Street scamming. And then after Goldman Sachs has their big scandal, he's like, oh, fantastic, you're sketchy as hell, let me invest into you. So he becomes one of the main shareholders in Goldman Sachs. And then he does the same thing with Wells Fargo, which is like that big scandal happened where they created all these fake accounts. Yeah. Who's their main shareholders? Obviously always Warren Buffett. So like he's always a super sketchy dude who like wants to pretty much like take as much money as he can from the general public, so he can go F himself in my opinion. But but I'm actually okay. Like if you're gonna do that, hats off to you, but don't pretend. like your Santa Claus, you know, like.
So for you, you don't like the hypocrisy,
that's
and you
the
don't
problem,
like the why are you acting like holier than thou?
Yes.
And people aspire to be like you or whatever,
Yeah.
but you're actually hurting people.
Yeah.
And so you
I
respect
see.
these hardcore dictators out there that are like warlords.
At least you're not pretending. Like, go do what you want to do, but don't like act
isn't that
like you're-
half the isn't that the actual part of the persona though? Like
Yeah,
you think
yeah.
of like Frank Lucas, the guy that Denzel Washington played, and it's like he's gonna go get fucking the most purest blue magic cocaine that's fucking people's lives up, but at the same time he's like throwing turkeys out to his neighborhood.
Yeah,
You know
no.
what I mean?
At the end of the day, like he plays the game well, but like I think that Warren Buffett is single-handedly the most harmful person in the past 100 years.
Damn.
More than Soros?
Oh yeah. No, I know the Soros family. Yeah.
In the past 100 years, wasn't that Hitler guy alive?
No, I think Warren Buffett's on a different level.
Really?
Honestly, yeah.
See, I don't know enough because right now the focus is like on the Soros family or like the Soros and
The Soros, like, they're not. So I don't know if you guys want to go. But basically, like
wanna
with
go.
any I don't. I'm pretty sure George Soros, like himself, he's not really a Democrat privately at all. He just basically you have to play the game. You have to donate to the right parties for your businesses to operate. All this random stuff. His kids and they're a bit more liberal, but like the thing with those people, they're not. They don't privately. They're not really pretending to be something that they're not. They're just. He doesn't want to have to donate to the Democratic Party. Like it's just a part of the rules of the game. Same thing with a lot of these billionaires. Like, why is it that Warren Buffett is a publicly a Democrat? Why is it that all these like well-known billionaires keep showing themselves as a Democrat? It's because the idea is that the Democratic Party is like the feel-good, like for the people, whatever type thing. And so they're like, oh yeah, I'm that. You know, I'm tax me more, even though they don't pay any taxes. So I don't really see George. I think that with George Soros, the reason there's more conspiracy with him is because he's not in the public eye, like making statements all the time, getting interviewed all the time. So like you're basically seeing a guy who's more behind the scenes having to do what Warren Buffett or anybody else has to do. So like I don't actually like vilify these people who don't have this hypocrisy angle to them because he's just donating. He's not like making public statements all the time. I haven't seen him.
So it's kind of ambiguous, like where his stance.
I see.
It's just like he's making donations. You have to make the donations. And I don't really care about like politics at all. Now that I know enough about politics, I think it's all kind of just nonsense. But like, at the end of the day, it's just some guy wanting to make more money, and then he's like, "Hey, if you want to make more money and not go to jail, you donate to the Democratic Party." Like it's pretty straightforward. It's like a very straightforward. But a lot of what they do nowadays is like trying to avoid getting put in jail. So that's the reason for a lot of their like public donations.
I see what you mean by the like Warren Buffett affects the image of what like a righteous rich person is to the world.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought he was
It's like Sam Bankman-Fried. You know, like how he was donating,
SBF? Yeah.
a bunch of money to the Democratic Party, and he's doing all. He's just
trying to stay out of jail.
Yeah, he just didn't think this through his scam, but like he's doing the normal thing that every billionaire has to do.
Yeah, and he's not getting in trouble as much.
Yeah. Like you have to do this whole like, oh, I'm philanthropic. I donate a bunch of money to Democrats, and it is what it is.
That's the game.
I think he was the second biggest personal or the biggest personal individual donor for Biden. Because when people were like, when we have a group chat talking about, is the government gonna ban crypto or whatever, and when I saw that, I was like, probably not. Because look at how much he donated to the Biden campaign. Like, you think they're gonna turn around and ban it?
Yeah.
And then look, it's going up for ETF. So yeah.
What was your preconceived notion of Warren Buffett that you were just about to share?
Oh, that like
He likes burgers.
because what we know about him is
cheeseburgers.
he loves McDonald's. He drinks his Coke every day. He drives the same Suburban he's been driving since he's in the
Reads the
90s.
newspaper. He is like Santa Claus.
Yeah, and then he
financial Santa
and
Claus.
he watches TV on this little small screen. He doesn't need to get big screen TVs. I'm like, that's
The thing is though, with most people who are really rich, at a certain point, you really don't want these sort of luxury things. Like once you start driving a Ferrari enough, like you never want to drive a Ferrari again. It sucks. Like it's physically uncomfortable. So like once you get
me,
like
Lord.
test us.
Give us
But, like,
a shot.
there's a point where you get past like the luxury stuff because luxury, a lot of the point of luxury is just to show that you're rich and to feel it for the first time. After that, you're just like you kind of go back to your home base. So for most people, like even for me, like I grew up eating McDonald's. Like I don't eat as much anymore, but like
It is delicious.
yeah, but like if but the lifestyles of most real wealthy people that I know are pretty chill. Like they just like the actual real wealthy people, they don't really have a lavish lifestyle at all. Actually, one of the guys that I know, he's a part of the wealthiest old money banking families in the world, like the people you don't hear about.
Yeah.
And his dad still books fucking Spirit Airlines.
That's tight.
And
So he can get his
$100
luggage
billion
fucking lost?
Yeah, he's multiple $100 billion in the family across
Does
the
he
world.
own
Still-
Spirit Airlines?
No. It's just like this weird thing
plane, though.
where like where you end up becoming normal as fuck. Like when you get super rich in terms of your actual lifestyle, because you don't value any of these things that everybody else values.
I like to imagine I'm on that lap now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even the celebrities, like most celebrities, all day they sit there and read their Instagram comments. That's all they do.
That's pretty cool.
They're bored. Yeah, what are you gonna do with your day? You can't walk out. You can't do much. And everyone's just bothering you if you go outside. They're just at home.
That's true, because we went through our car phases, and we're like, I mean, you got a Chevy and I got a Tacoma, and
I still want one though. I still want to buy a Porsche later.
And his car still is fucking crazy.
Still pretty good.
but we're
I'm a car person though. Like ever since I was 15, like, I had a muffler on my Civic. Yeah, like
It's different if you're a car person. Yeah.
But like I'm saying like it's kind of on a smaller scale, but like it went from luxury cars to a truck,
Comfortable cars.
comfortable truck.
comfort.
Yeah, I went through my drug phase. Now I'm good with that.
But think about it, like I get excited from a used like Japanese K van that I can buy
yeah,
for
man.
$3,000.
That is
That
exciting.
excitement to me is even higher than like I don't know, like a new Jag or whatever.
Yeah,
because I'm like
absolutely.
I already had one. It's like whatever, it's cool.
Sure.
I don't want one. I don't want that. It's not about the price of it.
Bart's like, speak for yourself, man.
I think the luxury that I would get would probably be private jet or business class every time.
Yeah.
That would be.
That sounds pretty
Like if I can not have to go through TSA and I can go through a separate.
Oh,
hangar.
to cut out inconveniences?
Yeah, convenience.
Yeah.
I think that would probably be it. But then I think once you get billionaire level, you're probably tired of seeing the same old fucks in that private hangar. That they're probably like, let me go through TSA so I don't have to talk to these fucks.
Is it entertaining to do things like the normal person once you're like so up there?
Maybe.
Yeah, it could be.
But honestly, like most of us, even ordering an Uber now, like 15 years ago, you'd have to be some super rich guy just for a car to show up, out of nowhere, and like you're chauffeuring you around. Like, at a certain point, you get used to it, and then you might go back to just driving. And then there's certain situations where you're like, okay, I definitely want to order an Uber. There's other situations I'll drive, but like it stops becoming like a luxury, basically.
Yeah.
What's the crime that you would commit?
I have two answers. One's really gay.
Nice. Yeah, start with that one. We love really-
Bart's gonna suck dick.
It's not illegal, by the way.
It's illegal, no, against people's will.
Please no.
Oral is what you want.
So the first one is gay because I don't believe in crime. And so I feel like anything that you do to try to get ahead, now at my age, I realize you actually cheat yourself out of a learning experience,
That is gay.
right? That you actually become the next level person that you're meant to be.
I don't agree. If you could drive 100 miles per hour
Yeah.
in a brand new Ferrari in the highway and there's no cars around,
I wasn't thinking about that when I was saying that.
Now that you say that, yeah.
That seems unfair. That seems like an unfair premise.
Bart equates crime to easy mode.
Yeah.
Because but in reality,
Like, how do I cheat on crypto or like come up this or come up like 10x or whatever? Like those type of things where people want to take like leaps in life. And I realize like now at my age, when you take that leap, you're not actually able to do it again because you don't actually have those skills that you would have learned if you actually did it the hard way. When you do it the hard way, you can do it again and again. You can go from
so the honest way is the hard way.
yeah, you go 30 to 40 to 50 to 60 to 70. You can keep doing it because you actually own that skill rather than like a lucky punch. So that's the super gay one. The other one that I was thinking about was like, how do I like, what can I do to make the world end somehow?
it's like, hey man, you can show all be good people, but at the same time, I'd like to kill every single person.
Self-growth. You know, you should challenge yourself.
Arvid, don't help him grow his business ever.
like let's say somehow I was able to
What
put
the
like
fuck,
like
dude?
if I could put Biden's fingerprints on Putin's lady's vibrator, what? That'd be fucking crazy.
So you don't even want to snap your fingers like Thanos? You want actual war.
Just to see what, like, just a party, you know? Like, let's have a fucking party, see what
That's so
happens.
funny.
Bart's gonna dump like dry ice into an active volcano and make the world explode.
Yeah, this guy's not even talking about genocide. It's like the level above that, like world
Thanos
extinction.
shit.
Or like refunnel the entire U.S. sewer system to back into the White House and see all the toilets explode with shit and see what happens.
How do we blow up Yellowstone? How do we blow up a super
mess with
volcano?
nature, not nature.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
Nature didn't do anything.
That's a crime, though. You'll get in trouble for messing
I
with
don't like
Yellowstone.
messing with nature. I don't want to mess.
Except there's gonna be hundreds of nuclear warheads, that's all.
That's a new nature.
Yeah.
But it's gonna destroy nature.
But that's new Mother Nature.
Oh my god.
What about you, Anthony? What kind of crime would you commit if you?
Sorry, I'm reeling off a global extinction. Like, come back to me. Joe?
Well, I think it's only a crime because I'm a peasant, but I would like to raise an army and take over places that I feel are not operating well.
Oh yeah, and just restructure.
Like what? Like Southgate?
That's a really good.
No, he's so altruistic. I'd like to take over places that aren't doing as well as they could under my dictatorship.
You say it so nicely. Through force, because sometimes I feel like
Because they don't know what's good for them.
they're not doing a good job.
What's a place that you think of when you're saying that? Like what's a
What's a place?
yeah? For example.
Oahu?
I could maybe the state of California. I could be the king of California. I feel like California has too much bureaucracy, too much. I don't know, like because I'm like, if you want to solve a homeless problem, right? If you want to solve a homeless problem, if you want to solve certain issues, I feel like you need to treat it a little bit harder.
I thought you were gonna say the upskirt thing.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I would make upskirting illegal.
It's not a crime, that's his lifestyle.
Upskirting. Sometimes, okay, I
Daily
hear shit
routine.
Dude.
I hear shit like the president of Singapore, when he caught people like doing corruption shit, they would take a flight and then he would kick off his competitors or the corrupted dudes without parachutes. And I'm like, that's a great way to, you know, deal with corruption.
Littering.
That's so cool, dude.
No, you do it over another country.
Oh, okay.
Or if you just have the helicopter flying below your plane, as soon as they kick out, they just get shredded up.
Dude, you're super creative. But if you think about it, if you are in power, if you are the law, it's not a crime. It's only a crime because I'm a peasant.
Okay, I see what you
It's
mean.
only a crime because
As he's getting arrested, it was only a crime.
I'm a peasant. Yeah, if I was the leader, right? If I was like
That ribeye's always gonna taste that ribeye.
I'm just watching.
I mean, there are war crimes.
yeah, but who cares? Like, who regulates it? The UN? They're weak, bro. Like, everybody's committing them all the time, and then they're like,
true, yeah.
"You're in big trouble," and it's like, "Shut up, you fucking hall monitor bitch!
We
you ain't
thought
got
you
real
bombed
power."
that village.
I know.
Don't do it
They ain't
again.
doing shit.
Yeah.
You know, when I was young and I watched Fight Club for the first time,
Oh, yeah.
I always remember that feeling that, like, at the end where they fucking blow up all, like, the credit unions and all that stuff, and then suddenly the concept is everyone gets reset financially back to zero. I always thought that was the sickest thing to do. Like, if everybody could just fucking reset, the world just reset back to zero. Nobody.
Is this about to be a Building 7?
Yeah, bro. I, in my head, as you're saying this, I'm like, you're so lucky Steve's not here.
You just want your debt cleared.
You're walking into that one.
You're lucky, bro. Steve.
What's Building 7?
That is what communism is. Like, that's what gets people inspired for communism.
What's Building 7?
No, that is how it starts. Yeah. You can be a
revolution.
leader. Yeah. You can be the next Mao.
I don't know what.
You know what Building 7 is?
Yeah, what is that?
Or Tower 7?
The 9/11.
Yeah, it looks like the video's over.
Oh yeah, right.
So you want to reset everyone's credit?
Dude, I think that would be. This guy wants global extinction. You're gonna question me like that?
I just thought that's
zany
I just thought
guy.
that's interesting that that's what you'd want to do. That's
I think that would be a great fucking race to be a part of. Because I think we're in the fucking rat race every day. and
I
it's all
think
bullshit.
I think in 5 years, everyone's gonna be back to exactly where they were. People with the skills are gonna be back where they were. People without the skills and the knowledge are gonna be exactly where they were in 5 years.
Some of us will be better for it.
He's basically trying to take on like tons of debt, and he's like, "Let's reset." Guys.
I need lower credit right now. Dude.
That's pretty cool.
Get a loan on a house, buy a house, and then reset.